Hey guys, I wanted to stop by and provide you with 4 keys to reigniting the sparks of passion, romance, and excitement back into your romantic relationship. Is that okay with you? Well, let me ask you, when was the last time that you and your partner really laughed together? I mean, really laughed together. When was the last time that you had a conversation that went on for what seemed to be hours on top of hours, just talking about your love and your desire for each other? Just kind of celebrate the gift of each other and your amazing ride together. When was the last time that he held you like you were the oxygen that he needed to breathe that didn't involve sex? Or when was the last time she kissed you on your head, maybe dressed in lingerie and made you feel like $1 million? It's interesting to me. But what I find is that most couples aren't it's not easy for them to quickly answer those questions. But they can easily tell you when the last time they had an argument, the last time they felt underappreciated or felt like they were being pressured into sex, or having sex withheld from them. Think about it. What has happened? What's happening in our relationships? Where did the love go? Where did the desire go? Where did the passion go? Is it just inevitable that with time, that the passion that we once felt that was burning inside of us, is it just inevitable that it's going to fade and die? So I don't believe that it has to. But what I've come to realize is that it will if we're not intentional about doing the work that keeps it alive, that keeps it on steroids. And so, just for a moment, I want to provide you with 4 things to rediscover and reignite your relationship with the magic of passion and romance. First thing is to begin by maybe planning a surprise date or recreating your first date together. And don't just think about it like, oh, yeah, that would be good. Maybe I should do that, and then don't do anything. Because that's just as useless as saying, oh, yeah, we do need to pay the mortgage, but not paying it and then getting foreclosed on. See, the magic isn't in the knowing, the magic is in the doing something about what you know that needs to be done that makes things better. And for some of you, the bigger issue might be whether or not you even want to feel passion again. I know some of us, we get so mature, so religious, so refined that we don't want to feel the animalistic desire that we once felt for our partners, for our husbands and our wives. I just suggest that you don't allow that to be you because it's not good for you, it's not good for your partner, and it's not good for your relationship. Maybe write your partner love letters, leave sweet notes around for them to find them. Do things that make each other feel special. Write the letter. Don't just text because everybody texts us these days. But not everybody sends us love letters. And for you to rediscover the passion and the energy and the romance back into your relationship, take the extra step and write the letter. And then just use your text messages as a means of providing constant reminders that I'm thinking about you. The second thing that you can do to reignite passion, excitement, and love back into your relationship is to tell your partner how you feel and then listen to how they feel. I know that I said that the magic is in the doing, but that wasn't to minimize the importance and the usefulness of communication. No, make it a practice of expressing your appreciation. Have conversations about your dreams where you share your dreams and you discuss your goals. And talk from the perspective of now as in moving into a brighter future about stuff that you still want to experience with each other, places you still want to go together, things you still want to do together, the laughter that you want to share together, the love that you always want to feel for one another. And stop talking about all the time the kids or the bills or problems at work or what's happening on the news or what's going on, the problems in the world. There's a time and a season for everything. Yet too many of us seem to think that those type of conversations should be had in every season at all times. And doing so leaves very little room for the conversations that enhance romance and passion. And again, don't just have scheduled sex because you're having scheduled sex. Don't just hold hands because it's the norm. Don't just say I love you because it's customary, because that's not going to reignite passion and romance back into your relationship. Third thing that helps is for us to allow ourselves to remember the feelings of butterflies that we had in our stomachs when we first fell in love. Find things to do together that's outside of your normal routine, your normal activities, that you can recreate those feelings all over again. Things that make you, if you're not too old, have those cowgun moments that take you back to when you were young and in love. Find things to do that triggers the release of dopamine, which is the chemical responsible for pleasure and happiness within us. Do something spontaneous. Maybe go on a roller coaster ride, watch a scary movie, or try some new adventure sport. Just do something, anything that breaks up the monotony. And the fourth thing that helps us to recreate or reignite our relationships with passion and romance is to make time for one another. See, a lot of us will make specific time for everything and everybody except our partners. You know, we know they're going to be there, kind of just like the house that we return to every day. And if we're not careful, we'll start treating each other like the house. I'll clean it when I feel like it. I'll get it painted only after it really begins to show wear and tear. Yeah, I'll lock it up so that no one else can get in, but I won't take care of it like it's a prize. And yet so many of us wonder why our relationships are struggling. So you have to be intentional in making time for each other. And not as a last resort, but as a priority. Because time together is the only way to engage in physical intimacy. And physical intimacy is essential to any romantic relationship. Yes, make time to cuddle. That don't have to lead to sex. Hold hands and just look at or gaze at each other in awe, looking for things and reasons that makes you feel good about one another, not the things that you wish he or she did better. You know how we do. Well, if he or she would just do this, they just don't realize that I would do so much more if they would only do that. Well, all that does is makes us focus on what they're not doing or what they should be doing better at. And that's no way to intentionally feel passion or romance. Don't do that to your relationship unless you want your relationship to be stale and on life support. No, make it a point to regularly kiss each other passionately. Surprise your partner with maybe a massage or a candlelight dinner. And then make sex interesting again. Stop with the same old thing well, come on. Let me get you off so that we can get it over. Keep it fresh. Keep it exciting. Keep it honest. And by nurturing your physical connection, you also deepen your emotional bond together. And I'll say it again, that reigniting the passion, the romance, and the excitement in your relationship takes effort and commitment, but I believe that it's worth it. Just have to remember to communicate openly, have fun, and show your love for each other as often as possible. And if you need some help or coaching with reigniting the passion, the romance, and the excitement back into your relationship, well, visit me at Carlos Head Coaching. Select a coaching package for relationships or for couples, or you can just sign up for an initial consultation. And together, we'll begin putting your relationship back on the winning track of love, laughter, passion, and